I mean, I don't mind.
Okay.
It's a good challenge, I guess.
Okay. Alright, stream is kind of started.
Okay. That was
And it
weird.
started.
Also, I didn't get a chance to put my input yet. Echo, what the heck? You were in another podcast? What the fuck?
Shut up. Anyway,
Trader.
how am I trading?
What kind
I'm the
of
headmaster.
thing, Blaze?
Anyway,
Or what kind of thing, Echo? What were you on?
well, we were ranking.
Also, we should totally do
We were
Gigabat.
ranking Reds. We were ranking Reds by like how good they were written and their characters as a whole. Really, really good
Like-
conversation.
PR
Like
or
PR.
SS?
Yeah.
PR.
Yeah,
Okay.
Red.
Yeah. Oh God.
All
It
right.
was tough because there was a lot of good arguments to be made.
Oh, wait,
I
Echo,
couldn't
you have
defend my
Fighter
boy.
Z?
Yeah, I have fighters. Why?
We can play Fighters.
Do you really want to get beat by me for 2 hours?
What? I mean, I'm good. I'm decent with Dragon Ball Fighters, I think.
Okay.
Maybe.
We'll see about that. Anyway, class is in session. Welcome to the Writers of the Grid podcast, Henshin Academy.
Yo.
Take your seats, grab your pens and pencils, and get ready because
Really? Henshin Academy?
Henshin
That's what we
Academy.
call it now?
That's
We changed the name.
kind of sort of. It's an add-on.
That's kind of lame, though.
What, Blaze? You got anything better? Mascot? School mascot?
Yeah. The Outsiders. Okay, I'm just kidding. Please no.
I hate him. The Outsiders is already a thing. Anyway, welcome to class.
By the way, episode 0 of Outsiders came out last week or the week before. If you haven't seen it yet,
Yeah. But we got
fun time.
We got some fun announcements for you. So let's hit the morning announcements. Passing the mic over to the homie jukebox.
All right. News. What do we have for news? Hold on. I know we have news.
Oh, we got a lot of news. Very happy with this news.
All right. Okay. Sentai first, I guess, because Sentai is, I guess, the big one this week. We got 2 20th anniversary movies. 2 of them. 20th anniversaries. One for Hurricaneger, one for Abba Ranger.
Yeah.
And with that, we're also getting memorial versions of their changers.
Yep.
So
It's a welcome surprise.
Not only we getting memorial versions of the changers, they getting forms,
But-
bro.
they also get new forms.
Yeah.
Hey, Blue.
What's poppin'?
Yeah, guest speaker.
But yeah, okay. So
Hi, bro.
yeah,
What's poppin'?
He beat me up.
got new forms. We got Hurricane Reds. It's obvious they're both for the Reds, obviously. Hurricane's Reds is kind of like a samurai-esque form, or kabuki feeder. Kabuki feeder is probably more appropriate. Yeah, kabuki samurai thing going on with like the hair. It's great.
It does look dope.
And then Abare Reds is like a fusion between all of them, which I guess makes sense.
Yeah, it's like the team power up. It's like, yeah, everybody gave their team like their power to a bar. Right?
Yeah,
Looks
it could be a fusion. I mean,
It
I'm just
could
saying.
be. It could be. I wouldn't doubt it because like all their colors are on it.
Yeah.
It looks dope. I am like, real quick. How surprised were you when they announced 20 years after?
I was very surprised that we were getting a Hurricane 20 years after, like, because no one else has gotten it 20 years after, so
Right.
we could have maybe if the Gal Ranger thing had gone well, we could have gotten Gal Ranger 20 years after if Black didn't fuck it up. Sorry, I'm
Forget
still mad
that.
about
Where's
that.
my Time Ranger 10 years after, damn it?
That is a good question. Now, here's the.
I need to know, damn
No,
it. Why
because-
would you
no,
make it
because
rest?
because now we got Abba Ranger 20 years after, Hurricane 10
Screw
years
Abba Ranger.
after.
Blaze, you said Time Ranger 20 years after, right, Blaze?
Yeah. Yes.
We can't get that because we're not even at Time Ranger time yet. We still got like, I don't know, 1,000 years or something.
No, because that's
990
it. We gotta have their descendants just chilling. Like,
Go
980
away.
years.
no, because after that, right?
You know,
Now I'm
talk like that while
fully
we don't get the anniversary.
okay. I'm fully expecting Decoration 20 years after. Fully expecting it. I don't know why, but I am.
You know that's only gonna break your heart, Echo.
It
You know
is.
that. You know
It is.
this.
I'm expecting
It's
it.
like hoping for a drive thing to happen.
Oh
You know it's just gonna break your heart.
no! Why would you? Look, just because they made your fan fiction reality doesn't mean I can't hope for mine to come true. Oh, but no, I'm fully expecting it now because like we're getting a bunch of characters just reunite, well, a bunch of cast members reuniting via social media or whatnot. It again, I was not expecting 20 years after specials, and they're supposed to get something else on Toei's Tokusatsu fan club as well. I don't know what that is, but I've seen that somewhere. So take that with a grain of
Oh
salt.
yeah, they released that teaser. Theoretically, that should be out now. Let me see.
Yeah, they dropped behind the
Uh,
scenes for that, and yeah, look, we get besides that, we're getting the memorial stuff, the new bits of merch to come along with their memorial sets. So it's the newer Ninja Star for the Hurricane Juice and the new faceplate for the Barge Angel.
yes, all the memorial editions are gonna have the new forms for whatever they get in their 20th anniversary thing, whatever that's
Yeah,
called.
I'm just again super surprised they announced two. I just need decoration to complete the set. We'll see because that good 3 years worth of shows. All right.
Oh, that's where I saw it. It's a Saber thing.
Yeah, Saber's also getting something, and I'm not looking forward to
Reika's getting married to somebody.
it. And her brother looks upset, and I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I was gonna say, are we really going this?
Yeah, because at least
Look, I'm all for more Saber stuff. All right.
yeah, I know.
Uh,
There's nothing wrong
None,
with
you just
that.
desperate.
It's just the shut up. It's just a weird relationship between Reika and her little brother.
I mean, she's marrying. She's not marrying her brother. She's marrying some other
Yeah,
dude.
and
I don't know who this
I'm
dude is.
happy for that. But it's the way he's looking, and I'm like, why you look so depressed, bro?
Look, we're finally getting some development for those two, and I'm happy
I mean,
because we didn't get any
I
during the series.
100% with that. I'm a pop in some Gundam real quick, just cause
Gundam time. All right.
Frag invite me. We can do 1v1s.
I mean, Blaze is here too.
All right. Frag invite me. We can do 1v1s.
Yeah, I'll be away for a moment.
Yeah, I knew he would be away for a moment.
Yeah, because he's scared. I get it.
Yeah.
He's scared. He don't want that smoke.
Okay.
He doesn't want to play as his favorite Destiny and get smashed.
Oh right,
Yeah.
that happened this week.
Announcement time. So
Right.
What do we have besides our 20 years after?
Okay, so we got something big that I completely forgot about because it happened like on Monday or Sunday.
Okay.
We're getting freaking Black, Kamen Rider Black
Y'all.
in the U.S.
Black
with
Sunday.
Discotheque.
Oh no, that yeah.
No, just regular Black.
Kamen
I was
Rider
getting, I'll get a Black Sun
Yeah,
later, but
that was
just regular Black first.
an announcement because Frag.
I
really
was
did that.
surprised and shocked.
Discotheque, as ever, is immaculate. Like, they brought the goods.
Do you have the list of announcements of what else?
geez.
I
I
saw
had
it on
it.
Twitter before.
I know
Give
one
me,
of them is
give me like,
Sonic X, but this is the Japanese version of Sonic X. So no.
give me like, not even 5 minutes. Give me like a minute.
Right. And so it's alright. So back to the Kamen Rider Black thing really quick, because Toei can license it to whoever they want. Turns out Toku HD was a Toei thing, and I'm upset about it.
Like official Toei
That
thing?
was an official thing. They just said, "Hey, you guys can stream this." Toei, we gotta fight because Henshin. So that's where Agito and Fies ended up.
Right.
That. So I remember before we said, hold on, wait on this before we. That Toei. Toei really just said, hey, you guys can deal with that. So
Yeah, they kind of fucked that up there.
yeah, they decide on how they do distributions for that. Super Sentai is a whole nother story, but Hasbro seems to be working well with them. They still have a good relationship. They just gotta make things work, you know. But for Kamen Rider, Toei's just like, hey, look, we'll give you whatever seasons you want, except the more popular recent seasons, because they want more money for those.
Hmm.
That sounds like Toei. Hey, y'all want this? How much y'all gonna pay?
Like, were you saying for Sentai or Rider?
Rider.
Or Rider.
Yeah, because Sentai just has to stop that. They got a working relationship. Apparently, it's a good
I
one.
haven't gotten anything from Rider in a while.
Yeah,
Or
so
Shout Factory.
yeah, so I'm just surprised Kamen Rider Black. That was caught everybody off guard.
That did, and I'm trying to find it.
Sure.
Because I know when they were doing it, they had like a list of everything they announced.
So let's
I
see.
cannot
There's
find said list.
the Sonic X. There's Digimon Adventure. There's Kamen Rider Black. There's Gao Gaigar. There's
Yeah. Ultimate
let's see. There
Muscle.
was Ultimate
Yes,
Muscle. There was
Ultimate
another
Muscle.
live action series or live action movie, and I don't remember what it was.
Golga. Golgo.
Other than Golgo. But yeah,
Other than.
Golgo. It's one of the Golgo 13 movies. Not the one with Sonny Chiba, sadly, but we take what we can get. There's another one.
Oh, I'm getting beat up.
Saint something. Not Saint Seiya. It's like it's a thief. It's a
Lupin the
girl.
Third?
No.
They
a
are
girl.
doing Lupin the Third stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean they're all
That's a different thing.
third stuff. There's like 6 billion Lupin the Third things.
Yeah, Lupin. Lupin.
Lupin the Ranger. I I know I saw a list a day of, but now that I'm actually trying to look for it, I can't freaking find it.
It'll be on their Twitter.
Yeah, we can.
I know. That's where I started my search, but I can't find it.
We can pedal back to that later. What else do we have?
Well, piggybacking off of Black, we have Kamen Rider Black Sun has now come out.
Yeah, and that motherfucker graphic as fuck, and I love it.
I have not gotten a chance to watch it yet, so good to know.
Imagine getting saved by Kamen Rider Black. Like, I'm sorry. I'm
no,
sorry.
oh, and this isn't the knock to Black at Kamen Rider Black at all, but that was a scene. Just so, for those going into Kamen Rider Black Sun, there is a gore warning. I'm gonna warn you right now. There is some gore.
I am here.
Yeah, there he goes.
Wait, who do we got? What?
Prince.
Hey.
Oh, Prince. Hey, Prince. It's been a
Yeah.
while.
What's going on?
We're going over the announcements real quick, which is basically all the news this week.
Yes.
Frank, wow.
Crap. Are you kidding me?
Just
Oh my god.
He ripped his arm off.
Okay, here we go. I got the list. Kamen Rider Black, Aim for the Ace, Ultimate Muscle, Mysterious
That's what it
Thief
was.
Saint Tail.
Right. So Aim for the Ace is being done because they're doing Gunbuster, which is a parody of Aim for the Ace, kind of, in a really roundabout way.
That's
Except it has a giant robot instead of tennis.
Giant robots playing tennis?
I wish. This is not Basquash.
Oh.
Okay, Aim for the Ace, Ultimate Muscle, Mysterious Thief Saint Tail, Ghost Stories, Fist of the North Star.
Yeah.
Right. Well, they're doing one of the more recent Fist of the North Star movie.
Fist of the North Star, Legend of the True Savior.
Yep.
Mononoke, Tetsujin 28 FX,
That's the other one I'm hyped for.
another Suicide Club, Golgo 13, Treasure Island, Project A-Co 4 Final, Digimon Adventure, Sonic X, and Gao Gaigar.
Yeah,
Gao
Gal
Gaigar was the
Gaigar.
big Gao Gaigar was the big finisher of that day, and it was great.
Between Gal Gaigar and Kamen
God
Rider
damn.
Black Sun, I'm just like, okay. Because again,
Freaking Gao Gaigar has the dub too for like
right,
whatever
Yeah, first
episodes have
25
dub.
episodes. Yeah, first half of the series.
this is gonna be fun.
I don't know how they licensed that, but they did, and I'm
Disco
happy.
Discotech, keep doing your thing, cause yeah, just keep it up. We with this. I still gotta get a bunch of DVDs from the Blu-rays from them, because they got a lot of shows that I'm trying to get into.
Of the list, I'm probably most hyped for Adventure.
Wait,
Um,
is this it's the OG adventure, right? Not 2020.
Ah,
yes,
correct.
the OG Digimon Adventure.
Gotcha.
The OG Digimon, the ones I'm hyped for are the OG Digimon Adventure, Black, obviously, and Gal Gaigar. It's like,
Real quick, did we talk about the Digivices when they got announced? I don't remember if they did.
I don't, I don't think we did. No,
Okay.
we're getting Frontier Digivices,
Yeah,
and they look amazing.
for I think it's I keep wanting to call him Takaji, but Takuya and Koji. I think that's what it is.
Yes, the
Yeah,
Fire and Light. I always refer to them by their elements. So,
that's fair. But for the Frontiers fans, this is it. We here with that. Now,
Takio and Koji, you were right.
heck yeah. All right, and on to our right. Oh no, we got a bit of Ultraman news. Just a little bit. I think they announced one of the movies. Also, I gotta say this real quick. I hate that I had to do this, but the headmaster's in real quick. To those people who were talking, this goes in line with the Trigger thing because I think Trigger's coming back again for the Ultraman movie, for Decker's movie, like how Zet came back for Trigger's movie. I believe that was announced. Yeah.
Let me see. What is?
Don't talk bad about Trigger's actor. Okay. Like, and by that I mean don't message this man with hate comments. Nobody need that. He don't deserve that.
Are you talking about the tweet in the Discord, Echo? Because
Yeah.
I think that's just for the normal show. That's not the movie. That's just in the
Okay.
show.
Okay, he's coming back again.
They're coming back again for a second crossover.
All right, that's dope. I thought it was for the movie, but yeah, like people were giving him hate comments under that. And I'm like, come on now, y'all are better than this.
It is, however, totally okay to sarcastically post Smairu Smairu.
I hate you.
Sarcastically.
You're going
Like,
against my point right
no,
now.
no. Threats are bad.
Yeah.
Smairu Smairu aggressively? That's fine.
I hate you so
Totally okay.
But
There's a
don't
line.
don't
It
All
is not his fault that the script for that show was bad.
at least his part, at least that part, which he stopped doing after a while. It's still there.
No, he didn't.
Listen, shut up.
No, he didn't.
Shut up. Try to get people to watch Trigger because it was cool. Anyway, watch Tiga though. Tiga's dope. Ultraman. Anyway, chill with the harassment. Hate me
right.
tell you guys this.
Woo.
Yeah. All right. What else we got here on terms of news?
We got a lot of Toku swag this year because they did the whole Narakiri World Toy convention thing.
Yeah.
Showed off a bunch of shit. We got B Fighter Kabuto changer. We got the sword. We got Gokaiger's sword and gun. We learned that they are also doing the gun. We might have talked about it last time.
Coming in at the same time, or
yes, they're coming out at the same time.
okay.
It's the sword and gun set.
Okay.
So you can get sword and gun, or sword separately. I'm not sure if they're selling the gun separately. That would be crazy if they didn't, but I assume they are. But
right.
Basically, their sword and then their sword with gun.
I'm getting the sword and gun combo. It's gonna it goes with the mobile.
They announced the complete selection modification. What are the official name? Century King Sun Driver, which is the Black Sun Driver, and it freaking articulates. It has motors in that thing. God damn.
Oh yeah, I saw it when they presented it. Like he did the pose and everything, and it was just moving. I'm like, bro, what? Why we got moving belts like this? And,
Like, I'm not getting that because that's way out of my wheelhouse money
that's
wise. But
way
god damn, that looks
CSM stuff
cool.
way too expensive. Also, I think did they not? I swear I saw the Kabuto one.
They had the B Fighter Kabuto. I posted
No,
in the
no,
Discord
like
at least.
Kamen Rider Kabuto.
Oh, CSM Kabuto?
Yeah, I saw the Kabuto Sector and everything. I'll find
That's I think that's an older release. That was like CSM Kabuto. Yeah, that's been out for a while.
Okay.
I mean, that would. I think what you're referring to is like that trailer in the beginning. They were like, "Oh, it's an anniversary of CSM. Here's all the belts that we already did. Go buy them."
Okay. Just want to double check here. All right, let's keep it moving. What else we got here?
Then we got the next wave of Geats merch, including the Beats buckle, which we now know comes with Nago.
And
So
again, Toei listens to this podcast, so Toei, give me a new Kamen Rider game, cause y'all, that's my character in a nutshell, and I hate it so much. No one.
here's
No,
what I'm a little. Here, I'm a little concerned with Nago right now because we're getting her ID core and we didn't get Tycoons, which makes me think that Tycoons is coming with a later upgrade and Nago will not get an equivalent, which makes me a little hesitant there. I hope I'm wrong, but
the only reason I can kind of see that is because tertiary writers don't get much unless it's a V cinema. They usually don't really get much except like the standard.
that is true. It's not even just like female tertiary writers, just all tertiary writers. Yeah. We had to beg and plead for them to give Grease anything. Right, so
and look at Grease with that frost power, freaking Grease Blizzard. That looks dope.
That was pretty dope. It took forever for them to give him one.
Right. And then don't even get.
And they try to give him like, oh, he has an upgrade now because he can use 2 of the drill things, not just one. And we're like, that doesn't count, Toei, and you know it.
That upset me. Man, Toei gotta fight me sometimes. But and then Snipe, don't even get me started on Snipe, cause like
Snipe only got to level 50. I mean,
and then they say,
like, people.
Here's a tank power up, and you ain't gonna use it.
Well, the thing with tank is like it turns out that's his like level 4, which is actually weaker than his level 50. What?
Not a level 4. So we've been watching X8 recently. We'll get to we've been watching it again, so I know you're happy now. X8.
Oh, that's good.
X8 love.
All right. I love X8. Anyway,
that thing sounds a banger.
Oh, we got Fever, the Geats Fever buckle, which Fever is actually very more interesting than I thought it would be. It's a slot machine, basically.
Yeah.
And basically the main upgrade is you can get double forms. Like if you have Magnum and you roll Magnum on Fever, that's the upgrade. That's that's what you want. You want double of a thing, but it's not guaranteed. You could theoretically get anything off of Fever. So
it's like slot machine joint.
Yeah, what was his name? Dream Vegas. There we go. Dream Vegas.
So it's like Dream Vegas, but better.
Kind of, but if Dream Vegas actually like changed what car was in, you could like get flare powers and spike powers in there.
I got you.
But yeah, Fever's gonna be interesting, guys. Fever. We finally saw we got more looks at Beat, Nago's Beat form. Yeah. It's growing on me a little bit. It's not as cohesive as the other ones, but I like it.
Like I said, like looking at them, like okay, so this is Toei stole from me. Cool. No proof of it, but now it explains why they got Dunn's fan fiction out here working, having X8, Ryuki, Saber. Just you know what? I'm sick of this. Done.
Did you watch episode 0 of Outsiders yet?
Not yet. I've been busy with work. I may have to watch it while at work.
All right. Small spoiler. Turns out the Outsider project is just gathering all the evil Kamen Riders. That's what they say at the very Like the last line of trailer is like Project Outsiders is a project to gather every evil common writer.
What type of? Okay, so whoever's in charge is a menace.
I know, but if that's the case, then why is Ren considered like Kenzan? Why is Kenzan considered an evil writer? Like, yeah, he's a brat, but he's not evil.
Yeah, that would be Caliber, and then like that guy's dead.
Yeah,
And they're not bringing.
I don't know.
Him
I don't know.
That's interesting.
But apparently, the next episode of Outsiders, GG, won't actually be announced till January, or it won't come out till January. So we got a while to wait.
That's so.
Yeah,
And that's the Ojo one, isn't it?
correct.
Yeah, that's okay.
Which have filmed at least part of it because we have a trailer. So
that's gonna be interesting.
this won't come out till January. So
yeah, all right.
All right. Well, do we have anything else? We got some scans, which I already talked about most of that already.
Yeah.
I'm really new into Don Bro's scans.
No,
What I recall.
We can see him change forms while in his super mode. That's essentially what the scans.
Yep.
Are. And I think they showed off the full mecha combo with the gold form.
They showed off the full final combination with every single Zord, including Toradora, Ganjin, and the Phoenix and all that. So
yeah,
it is a CGI clusterfuck as you would expect, but hey.
I mean, I'm gonna let it rock for Don Bros because that show is just...
I let it rock just because that CGI abomination is able to ride a horse, and the horse had sunglasses on it. So
that was, you know what, Don Bros, just keep doing whatever you're doing because like y'all don't even know what y'all doing at this point. Okay.
So I'm all good with CGI abominations.
Yeah.
And then we got a little bit of PR news. I'll let you handle the PR news though.
Yeah. PR news. It's basically 30th anniversary stuff. Blue and Prince, y'all can chime in at
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So we get
but
to see... Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say we get to see some of the MMPR cast return with Trini's daughter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we get a little bit of that. Let's tell them our returning cast, shall we?
You got that man Adam returning.
The GOAT Johnny Young Bosch.
David Yost.
Yeah, Billy.
Walter Jones.
Zach. So we got 2 Black Readers.
Black Adam came out. We're getting the return of Black Adam. Ain't that crazy?
Oh.
I hate you.
Hey there.
You got Karen Ashley returning as Aisha.
Which it will be confusing, but I'll see how that works because I love it.
You got
Level 5. It looks like.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Well, remember he brought back Alpha in Operation Overdrive. That's where I had to go with that.
True. Hopefully it's one of the voice actors that wasn't from Operation Overdrive.
Right.
Yeah.
You got Catherine Sutherland returning as Kat.
Yeah, better than Kim.
You got Steve Cardenas returning as Rocky for the second time. So he's getting some love now.
Yeah, because fuck Jason.
Yeah, Papa John's.
Yeah. Let's go. All right, so we got a little bit of that. And I think we got to look at the other Dino Fury, Blue Dino Fury, Cosmic Fury suit.
Which the suits are growing on me. And the more the other colors that come out, the more cohesive it starts to look. Yeah. They grow on me.
The design and what they look like could be 2 different things. I'm liking the design, but I'm very much so waiting for the actual like live suits.
Fair enough. All right, and that I believe is it for PR news.
Well, they started filming Cosmic Fury right now. Okay. So as of right now, they are filming Cosmic Fury. The anniversary season has been, or anniversary episode or special has concluded its filming. It is going to be set, from what I could tell, after the events of Cosmic Fury. So I guess with the status quo of Power Rangers having been changed, it only makes sense to bring back the originals.
Gotcha. Fair enough. And with that out the way, Jukebox, I believe that is all we have for our announcements.
That's all I got. leave that sort of thing on the Discord. If anyone else has anything else, then speak now or forever hold your peace. At least until next week.
Fair enough. All right, so now that that's out of the way, we do have class. We got class. So first things first, Frag, buddy, old man, what are your Toku recommendations for the week?
I don't think I've recommended Gensation Justerizer, so we're doing that.
I do not recognize that name, so
It is the sequel sort of series to Grand Caesar, which was Toho of Godzilla fame. Their attempt at making what amounts to a Sentai series. So Grand Caesar is really ambitious in scope in that it's got a total of, I think, 12 Sentai analogs. Four sets of three. Or is it 3 sets of 4? Something like that. It's like 12. They all have their own robot. It's all pretty cool. They get a super combiner right at the end. So Justerizer scales things down a bit. It switches to a 3-man band format. And it's really hype. And it's got a phenomenal theme song. So definitely look up the Justerizer, like Justice, but with Riser instead of in it. Look up the theme song for that. It's rad. Great theme song. The show is really good for like the first half. And then around the last third of the show, it loses its complete mind.
In a way style, in a good or bad way?
Not unfortunately in a good style. It's like, oh, so we're going to introduce the major end season upgrade in what amounts to an acid trip. And it's going to be canon, and that's how they get it. And it's very trippy. It's cool, but it's very trippy.
Fair enough.
But then, like, the show sort of peters out after that. I don't know if they ran out of money or what. Fortunately, the third series is really, really good, but we won't talk about that because I need to save something for subsequent
episodes.
Subsequent episodes.
Fair enough. All right.
I realized that like some of these weeks I've done like 2 or 3 recommendations in one go, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna run out of Toku awful fast.
Yeah, and then you gotta go to something else.
Oh, don't worry, I will.
Yeah, if it's mecha, I'll allow it because I like
mecha.
All right.
All right.
Now that that's out of the way, Jukebox, your turn. Class is in session. Song of the week, my boy.
Oh, song of the week. All right. So I did a Sentai song last week, so it only makes sense to do a writer one. And why not one of my favorite writer inserts? Kind of an underappreciated one. From Kamen Rider Agito, Deep Breath. I love Deep Breath.
Yeah,
da 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 da. Deep breath. Da 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 da. Deep breath.
I'm gonna let you know.
Da 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 da.
Early phase of the
Deep
podcast,
breath.
we were singing this a lot.
Deep breath. We need to focus. Yeah. I love that song.
So
I love the beat. I love the guitar. It is awesome. Pushing Discord. Boop.
Yes, everyone needs a Discord. Give that a look. We've been singing that for like early episodes of the podcast, so yeah, it makes sense. My controller's dead. I hate it here. That said, it is time for
Our one's gonna be next week.
Oh.
Because next week I gotta do an Ultra song now. I did Sentai Rider. I gotta find an Ultra one. I have an idea though.
Interesting. Alright, well, I can't wait to hear it. Class is in session right now. So I have to move over to our next period. And that is a little bit of Ranger lore. So Prince, buddy.
What's up? What's happening? What's popping?
Time for a Ranger review. Or a little bit of lore. So pick a season, any season that you've recently seen. Give it a little talk about. Get a couple minutes.
Let's see. You know what? Are we gonna go favored or are we gonna go underrated?
Surprise me.
You know what?
Underrated.
I was about to say I can go ever about Time Force, but we're gonna go underrated. We're gonna go Lost Galaxy.
Lost Galaxy.
Listen, say what you want about Lost Galaxy. Granted, it does feel somewhat like an In Space 2.0
Mm-hmm.
in some aspects, but for the stories it tells, it's actually an enjoyable ride.
Yeah. All right, correct. My controller's working. Good.
So, an example would be Leo's growth from where he starts, from like a brash, cocky, wannabe dude who's just like, yeah, I just want to get on a ship just cuz.
Right.
Who literally just legitimately like does everything illegally to sneak on board. He should be locked up. But because he heroically ends up saving the day accidentally, he becomes a ranger. But his growth into becoming probably one of the best and underrated leaders of all of PR. It's an enjoyable ride.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been Ranger Lord by Buddy Prince. Follow him on all his socials. Go ahead, Prince. Plug yourself real quick.
Go ahead, follow me on TikTok, which I'm mainly on Prince Dunya, ADUGNA.
Yeah.
Go ahead, follow me on Twitter. Uh, Follow me on Twitch, which I'm eventually going to be active on, also on YouTube, but mainly on TikTok. Once I hit 10K, then I'll be venturing elsewhere and start streaming.
Yeah. Appreciate you, buddy. You're now free to roam about the cabin.
Yeah, appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah. Now to our other guest speaker. I know he's been waiting. Combat sequences, because he likes to teach combat class. Man's with the martial arts background. Blue, what you got for us this week?
Hey, the martial artist in me loves to break down fight sequences. Just because we were watching Kira Major,
Oh, thought it was X8 this time. Okay, let's go.
I thought about it just because we were watching X8 at the same time, but Kira Major fight sequences, especially when you find out the background for every character,
Mm-hmm.
being that the Pink Ranger focuses on Aikido, which for those of you that don't know, Aikido would be the opposite of Judo. Judo focuses on grappling, Aikido focuses on joint lock. So specifically that episode where she was training Juru
Oh, okay.
to watch her maneuver Juro as if he were her puppet, which is what you want in Aikido. You want to take control of that fight. So joint locks allow you to hold somebody better in place. A grapple is easier to get out of because there's an easier way to twist and maneuver out of it. A joint lock, you'll end up breaking something if you don't know what you're doing.
Okay.
I've seen it way too many times. So it was just funny to see her flip this man with callous disregard and be like, we're going to work on this. I don't think you realize that you got to get this man on the basics and not just, throw him head first into the life of a, grappler, I should say, because Aikido and Judo are just typically thrown into the grapple realm.
Gotcha. Look. see, a little bit more insight for those who watch your hero scenes and go, I wonder how they fight or where they get inspiration from for said styles of fighting. So there you go. Also, I know you got one thing to say about Sakamoto because we were talking about it. Go
Sakamoto is that man.
ahead. Yeah.
I need
Sakamoto.
him
All
in
right.
honesty. If there was ever a director from Power Rangers that I would want to direct a Marvel film, it would be Sakamoto. Simply because I know the action sequences would be great. And I want y'all to think about this for a second. Imagine Sakamoto directing the fight sequences in Blade.
I hate you because
I was gonna say the Shang-Chi. I was gonna say Shang-Chi sequel.
cause
Oh, I'm back.
because we were watching the Heisei Generations Dr. Pac-Man joint. The way Shawty was fighting and wielding that blade while taking on Necrom and Spectre, yeah, no. She, Sakamoto is just he got them angles right. He got
No,
the angles right.
imagine an Avenger fight scene with Black Panther and Shang-Chi with his direction.
Oh
And the thing about the Heisei Generations fight, especially with her, is the fact that she was using crane style martial arts and truly using a Diandao as an extension of her own arm.
Yeah, she was kicking ass. It was really good. It's really good to see. Also, it's not a my last thing, little joke for Sakamoto. Keep doing what you're doing, but I'm gonna let you know it's never a Sakamoto fight unless thighs are shown and she can do a split. That's all I'm saying.
I knew you were going there, Echo.
You know me so well.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
Blue, we appreciate you and Prince for stopping in.
No problem.
Of course.
Plug yourself, my boy, real quick. Let them know where we gonna find you as we
Uh,
move on to our next discussion.
all my social media is pretty much the same. It just might be a variation. So I got 2 accounts on TikTok. One is for just random stuff. That's the Blue Ranger 99. And then my main one is the Blue Ranger 33. I think my Twitter is the Blue Ranger 39. My IG is the same. So all you got to do is type in the Blue Ranger and put 30 something at the end, and you'll eventually find me.
There you go. Appreciate you, fellas.
No problem.
Of course.
See y'all next class, whenever that is. I don't know when y'all schedules are free. Now
See ya.
moving, yeah. Now moving right along to one of my favorite things, Henshin sequences. Yeah.
All right. What you got, Echo?
Now when it comes, now what comes to y'all minds when you think of a Henshin sequence or sequences that lead up to a perfect Henshin?
Well, you gotta get the posing
Gotta
as.
get the posing, yeah, of course.
Falling into the water.
Well, yeah, if you fall into a body of water, you come back stronger. I, Frag, what the heck?
I think the Kapul's missile might have clipped you.
It did, and I'm upset. Let me beat you up.
Does falling into the water work with Gundams? Work with mechs in general?
Depends on the
Um,
mech.
yeah, I mean, like if it's a Zagok, you just open yourself up for a world of hurt because that thing's natural habitat is being underwater.
Yeah, man. But moving on right along here, what else comes to mind when it comes to a perfect tension sequence?
Hmm. I part of me really that part of me really wants to say the Henshin jingle, but those weren't invented until like
you're you're allowed to
those
have
weren't invented until much later. So
you're allowed to have the perfect tension jingle. Now, one good thing for me is the build up to it, whether it's a one parter, two parter, whatever have you. The build up to the henshin
all right.
is honestly one of my favorite parts when it comes to henshin heroes of tokusatsu in general, right? So let's take it back a season, right before Geats. I think y'all know where I'm going with this. For Kamen Rider Revice, right?
Right.
The
Which
little
form though?
it's a base form. It's a base form.
Okay.
Let's talk Kamen Rider Jean. Jean.
Okay, yep. All right.
Yeah.
There were one or two options and one of them was John. All right.
I mean, it's so good because it felt like a
I you
main
knowing
character.
it's you, it was either going to be John or the stream, so John.
Well, the streams was good too, and I was gonna save that one for later. So thank you.
Well, no, let's save it for later then. All right, John.
Yeah.
John.
Yeah, the build up to it was great because she was going through that doubt, especially with her trying to overcome her weakness, and she talks to her brother because he all he really does is affect people around him, for better or for worse. He's just a busybody. That's just his nature. But
Yep.
when she finally got to Henshin, she runs in there. They're worried about her. Sakura, what are you doing? Iki's just like, I feel like she's got this. It took him a minute to stop though, because I feel like he's gonna jump in at any point. Vice is just doing the usual Vice shenanigans, that type of thing. But when she finally
Indeed.
gets to Henshin, it felt so good, and the fight scene right after was really good. I don't know if it was the jingle I don't know if it was just the appropriate build up, but seeing her in action after that henchman, phenomenal. So I hope y'all taking notes when doing
I
your
do.
henchman.
I like the Henshin, the actual like Henshin, like the visuals around it, because it's
Yeah,
like you get when she starts it, she gets like the bars of the cage around her, and then when she actually like flips the switch, so to speak,
yeah,
and like it's released and the bars just go flying everywhere, and she becomes John. That's pretty cool.
heck yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Again, so so that's essentially what I'm saying by it. Like, it has to fit. You can honestly just throw a henshin sequence around. That's all well and good, But to have one that just a memorable henshin sequence, the build up has to be there. That's all I gotta say. And in the case of
All
Kira
right.
Major, because I want to circle back. In case of Kira Major, learn to do a backflip. That's all I
Should be mandatory going forward, to be honest. Like,
got.
at that point, it's like, well, uh, this season is cool and all. That man did a backflip. So,
I mean, that is one thing I will knock Don Bros for. Momotaro has not done a backflip.
yeah,
So
it's like, kind of letting down the team at that
I'm
point.
saying.
Saru Bro has done a bunch of front flips. He's because
Those
like
are
one of the jokes is that he like announces all his front flips, but he hasn't
front
done any
flip.
backflips yet.
Yeah, because he likes to look at where he's gonna land.
I mean, when have you seen a gorilla do a backflip, though? So,
Exactly. That's
True.
yeah, it's science, dude.
yeah. Appreciate all of you. And one more announcement to make. I forgot that we talked about this. The trailer, little teaser trailer for Geets and Revice, has it has been shown. So
Oh, we got another one. I
yeah,
didn't see the
the
second one.
main trailer. I don't know if we talked about the main one.
I remember when Geese was first announced, we got the little teaser trailer
Oh
with
yeah,
like
no, this is this one. They show Icky with Ace at the headquarters of the Grand Prix or that little waiting room. So
the lounge.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the poster shows does not have like the original poster had Vice, Icky, and Geets on there.
Right.
Geets, not Geets. Vice is not on there, or he is, but he's faded, like he's gone. So
Oh, I see that poster. Yeah.
so
Kind of
yeah,
like a VHS filter thing, and it's like in black and white. Yeah, yeah.
so I'm down with that, and I approve. I just want it to be good. So
Oh,
yeah,
since we're talking about Revice a little bit,
okay.
another piece, I guess I forgot about this piece of news. The Revice stage came out, and we got some clips from that now. If you go looking, for like, it's just stage show henshins and whatnot. But one of the things I noticed, is that they do the big pose with everybody on the team. For some reason, George is there, um, doing the pose with everybody,
I guess George is forgiven.
but not. But there's no over demons, never Julio or Hikaru.
Yeah, screw
And
that
it's weird
shit.
because like Revice is in the center, John and Aguilera are to his right, Live, Demons, and George are to his left. But it's uneven. There's a spot missing over on the John side. It's just like, where is Over Demons? Where did he go?
Who
It's just
cares
like,
about him? That ugly suit.
he's just gone.
Yeah, we didn't care about him anyway. But no, that's actually. I just speaking of the stage show, there was one line that really popped out to me, where Jean was talking to George about like the upgrades for him. How come I didn't get one? Shut up, Karate Girl. That's it. I'm like, wow.
George.
Yeah.
Oh, they did George dirty. Like, they want him to be an asshole, then they didn't want him to be an asshole, then they just made him an asshole again.
Yeah. But other than that, I believe that is all. Next henshin sequence that we'll go over next week. That's gonna be fun because I'm going to talk berserker henshins. We'll see where we go with that.
Oh, okay. All right.
And
So
now,
with that, superhero time.
superhero time. So take out your notes. Get ready.
All right.
Everybody's in session class.
All right, where do you want to start? Decker, Dombros, or Geets?
Let's
Geets is a
talk.
two-parter, so.
Yeah, let's talk Decker, Dombros, and Geeks.
All right, Decker. Well, Decker this week it's literally filler. Like, it is entirely filler. Nothing happens. Other than they try to chase, like, the little spiny thing. They fail. It turns into Pandon, and then they fight Pandon for a little bit. Like, it's like nothing happens. Like, it's mostly a comedy routine with them trying to catch Pandon. It's just, yeah. The most interesting thing that happens is at the very end, where it's basically a teaser for next week, where the captain is being investigated by internal affairs.
Oh.
Da-da-da. Yeah, but otherwise, I mean, some of the scenes are cute. Like, you see the little spiny or spinny thing just floating around, being a little nuisance. But there's not really anything dramatic going on. Asumi is in a little bit of a funk over like last week, but they just say, but Ryomon's just like, "Hey, we're a team. You can talk to us about stuff," and then that's basically resolves it. So,
Okay.
not much. It's fine. Probably my least favorite episode so far, just because nothing of importance happens at all. But
Alright.
yeah.
I feel that.
Although there is a really sweet shot of the team is about to get blasted with like fire breath, but then Hanajiro comes in with a griffin and just blocks it at the last minute, just swoops in there, and that's a cool shot. But otherwise, yeah, it's pretty generic, pretty fillery, but yeah,
Yeah.
is what it is.
Alright. There you go, class. Take notes. Moving right along here. Also, I appreciate everybody. Just want to let you know that. Staff is great.
I appreciate all you too.
Yeah.
Someone needs to talk about this stuff. Someone needs to listen to me rambling.
Well, that's why we have a class, man. You gotta teach sometime.
All right.
Let them know, then.
So, Don Bros or
Unbound
Geets?
Dawn Bros.
Okay. I'm a little unsure whether this should be counted as a two-parter based on the ending, but
If you want to count it as a two-parter, we can. We can save that and go straight to Geets. It's all good. Just to see how it plays out, you know.
yeah. Maybe because the ending of this spoiler alert, we finally get the conversation between Kijino and Tsubasa about the nature of Niho / Natsumi. Like that finally comes to a head in this episode, and things happen.
Basically, class, don't be a Kiji, bro.
You okay? We're talking about this episode.
No, we're not. No, I'm just saying, don't be
okay.
a Kiji, bro. There you go. That's
well, you saw what happened. You seen the clips, I assume, or
yeah,
maybe watched the episode.
I'm like, excuse me, bro. But you know. Just
all right. Well, we'll talk. I guess I'll save it in detail for next week. But
yeah, class.
Yeah, the episode ends with Kiji Bro just selling out Tsubasa to the cops. But you gotta understand from Kiji Bro's perspective, like that man stole his wife.
Yeah, and he'll do
as far as
anything
he's
for his wife.
concerned. So we'll talk about it more next week. But yeah,
100%, but class, do better.
So she's totally a monster, right?
Jury's still out. Jury is still out.
Yeah, just
on how
don't be him.
Person possessed by a monster. We don't know yet. Is unknown. But the monster of this, I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but last week's was Sun Vulcan based, and this week's was Deca Ranger based, a Deca Ranger based monster.
Yeah,
so
Deca Ranger 20 years after, make it happen, make it so. I know you're listening, Toei.
Well, that's the thing; they are listening. That's why you don't get your drive.
Bro, you see, that's crazy. That's crazy. But will you give me another Kamen Rider game at least, Toei? Come on.
You know what?
Rider Tamagotchi Series 2.
No, shut up. I don't. What I don't want is a cord to connect the vital bracelets that have Kamen Rider stuff in it, so we can
link cables back, baby, in the year 2022.
We don't need that. But yeah, moving right along here.
All right. Anyway, Geeks two-parter. is the time. One thing I do really love about Geats, this has happened in every episode so far, basically, but the way that the episode recap happens, each episode is basically Kayla is recording like a video journal for like him to watch, and you're just hearing the character talk about the last episode. I think it's a really nice touch. Kind of reminds me of Ghost, just better in every single way. So
That's not big of a feat, but you know, I'm just
Set that bar low, and you'll never be disappointed.
yeah, Black Adam.
we get a little backstory on Geats. We're on episode 7 right now, by the way. Geats is apparently trying to find his mom. That's the whole reason he's in the Grand Prix. You see a little flashback of Kid Ace, and his mom says something like, "Forget about me, you'll be happier that way." And his mom, as he's calling him, just walks away. So that's all Geats wants. That's Geats' true desire.
Not Geats being abandoned. That's sad.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's a mountain boy. Come on, he was so cool.
You get a little scene. This is Keiwa's arc, by the way. This is finally Keiwa's arc. So we get a lot of Keiwa and his sister in this one, digging through his like old childhood stuff, and finds like a school essay about what I want to be when I grow up. I want to be an awesome adult. Don't worry, Keiwa, you are awesome.
Yeah, especially after this episode.
Favorite scene of these episodes. Neon is running away from home again. And one of her bodyguards sees her and starts running towards her. And she tries to hide behind this one woman, but psych, that woman is actually her other bodyguard. He like has a wig on and everything. It's great.
The takeout was real, yeah.
I really want those two to become writers. I don't care if they die immediately. I want them writers for a second.
When I said I don't care if they die immediately, just let them be writers. Not like Kyoryu Blue.
All right. Anyway, so she starts running away from them. But surprise twist! It's time for the final battle. The final battle starts now. No warning at all. So everyone's immediately called into action. Keiwa gets the boost buckle again because he completes secret mission, take out 2 enemies without being seen. So
also he cheats.
Bro, ain't no way this man just getting the boost buckle every single time.
That's what he do.
Sick of this.
Although we'll find out in this episode, like, so secret missions give you a boost give you like special buckles. So this secret mission was take out 2 enemies without being seen. Why didn't that give him ninja? Like, I feel like that should have given him ninja, because that's kind of like a ninja whole thing, but whatever.
That's fair.
We'll get to how they actually get ninja later.
Okay.
Anyway, the game for this week is Kick the Can. There's a very small cactus monster just standing in the middle of a plaza, just with a little tiny can. And all you gotta do is kick the can out of the area, and you win. Problem, that monster has like 2 heads, so it can see like everywhere at once, and it's also freaking badass and immediately slams Buffa into a wall. While it's still tiny, just goddamn. Buffa had no shot.
No shot.
The monster's main thing right now is it captures humans in this giant cactus plant thing with like plant tentacles and basically sucks the life out of them. Doesn't kill them, but starts sucking the life out of them. That's main boss monster's goal. And it transfers their life energy into the little can that it has at its feet. And then when it needs more power, it just picks up the can, opens it, and just chugs it down like a Monster Energy.
Clever,
life essence.
Clever, and I don't like it. Toei, come on.
And every time it gets power, it just grows. So by the end of this episode, it's already like giant sized.
Oh.
So they failed. So they failed basically the first time, not able to kick it out. And the monster just kind of runs away, looking for more people in a new area. So we get a little. We get another thing with the Grand Prix. Basically, the only way to if all the riders die, then it's game over, and every victim. Because before, where we've seen when the riders win, all the victims are basically go back to normal and they just forget about everything. Dire Grand Prix is just kind of like that. But no, if everyone loses, then everybody who was a victim of said monster of the week goes with them. And the area is basically released from history and all time and all that. And every person in the area, too, is also gone. So there's some stakes now.
Uh-oh.
Sirloin or ground chuck?
Both.
All I'm telling you is we like it firm and with a little give. Thanks, Hank. Mr. Hill, everybody.
Ace even mentioned, talks about, like, there was once a Grand Prix that ended without a single rider alive. Boss went on to weed out every last person in the area before disappearing. And turns out that monster was the same kick the can boss as it was this time. So this boss has some history to it. Basically, the DG Grand Prix just erased everybody's memory, so everybody can forget and just live their normal lives. Kawa asked a very pointed question, like, you are very familiar with the Grand Prix, Ace. How long have you... When did you join the Grand Prix? How long have you been fighting? Ace says AD1.
That motherfucker old as hell.
And Kay was like, I'm being serious.
So
Don't
he's
ask if
81
you
years
don't
old?
take the answer.
Oh, I see, like,
He joined AD1, so he was able to fight in the year AD1. So
1981. Would that
no, AD1,
Anno
as in
Domini.
year one.
Year one, Blaze. Literal year one.
1 year after the death of JC.
Yeah.
Oh,
What? Now, the birth of JC, I think.
There's a 30-year gap
AD
between
is
BC,
after
30
that.
odd year gap between
so
BC and AD.
wait, so he. Oh, I'm
BC
sorry.
is
So
before-
what's that mean?
AD
See, like,
is after death.
oh,
Anno Domini after his death, yeah.
But the actual switch is like his birth. BC is before Christ.
Yes. It's
But
Right, but there's a 30-year
there's-
gap between the two.
yeah.
But no, Jesus dies at AD 30. Like I know what the actual thing says, but
No, I know that. I'm just saying. Like we're
anyway,
confusing geeks.
calendars aside, we don't want to get demonetized talking too much, but
Freaking idiot. So
anyway, AD1 was his first year. Buffa says like you already came your wish, you already became a superstar. So why do you keep participating in it? What did you wish for this time? And Ace is just like, well, it's not what any of you guys wish for, and that's all I'm gonna say. And then all right, Buffa's still kind of pissed, and Buffa just goes up to Kawa and just like, Kawa, you gotta give me the boost buckle. Give me the boost buckle, and I'm gonna beat the final boss. Kawa just like, no, I've given it to everybody else every single time now. I gotta use it myself for once, damn it.
yeah.
Buffa's like, are you really prepared to save the world? And they start having a confrontation. And Gregory has to get involved and just like, gentlemen, please, do not fight in the lounge. Save your energy for the final boss, all right? So they break that fight up. We get a little dinner scene between Neon and Ace. They go to that same soba place that Kawa and Sarah go to. Just have a nice time chilling out, eating some soba. And then Kawa and Sarah show up, and they also eat some soba. And Kawa has some flashbacks about like the last time he was in this soba place, and the owner died, and everything went to shit. Kay was just like, I'm not letting that happen again. So help me God. So you get some nice character building between everybody. It's actually a really cute scene overall. Not going to recap every single moment, but it's pretty great. They all walk home. Ace gives Kaywa a little pep talk, just like, what does he say?
Real quick, I will be right back. Continue done. Sorry about
All
that.
right, sure. Ace gives Kaywa a little pep talk, like, I think I get why you wish for world peace now. Gotta protect your one. Oh, they also mentioned how apparently Kaywa and Sarah's parents, the parents died in accident. We'll find out more about that in the next episode, but we get that explanation for now. Geets gives Kaywa a little pep talk, just like, you got this, bro. You're saved the world. This is gonna be your moment to shine. Everything's great. And then we get the confrontation at an amusement park this time. I actually do like the amusement park fights. They do a lot of cool stuff with this. Like when they first get to the amusement park, they're all standing on like the teacup ride. They're all standing on their own little teacups. Cute. And basically the plan from the writers is just kind of let Kaywa go in by himself. It doesn't seem like the best plan, but it's okay. He'll be fine. He's got this. He's got the boost buckle. And that thing's overpowered as shit. So he goes into boost form. He summons the motorcycle, so we get the motorcycle again. Not the actual, like, physical motorcycle. It's just a CG motorcycle, but hey, at least it's there. They didn't forget it exists. That's cool. He rides a motorcycle. He, like, rides on the rails of the roller coaster. And then he, like, swings on the pirate ride a little bit with the motorcycle. It's cute. And he almost manages to kick the can, but the boss spots him at the last minute and knocks him halfway across the field. Sucks to suck. And then right before the boss is about to finish off Kaywa, Geets jumps in at the last second and blocks the final shot. And he gets rewarded for it. Secret mission, rescue a player from the final boss. And for that, Geets gets the ninja buckle. Turns out, all the pep talking that Geets did for Kaywa, all that was just hyping him up so that Kaywa would get into a bad situation so that Geets could swoop in and save the day at the last minute so he could get the ninja buckle. Goddamn Geets.
That man's a menace.
That man is a menace. Oh, hey, welcome back, Echo.
Yeah.
So you're telling me he is a gamer? Got it.
I'm just waiting for Silver
Yeah.
stuff. He said he was gonna be here.
Freaking Hojo Emu just like.
I hope he gets here because I know he's been watching Geets like regularly. So
Oh yeah, I'm like, yo, get in here, Silver, my boy. Oh my bad.
all right, so we got a motorcycle. I don't know if you heard the motorcycles on all the amusement park rides. That's really cool. I like that. All right. Anyway, so Geets now has the ninja buckle. He goes into ninja mode. Because this is one of those rider seasons where every power-up has to be graced by the main rider first because anybody else can use it. It's one of those seasons. Anyway. He does a bunch of cool like ninja teleporting, ninja dodges, duplication jutsu into like all 4 elemental jutsu, and you get this really cool like X elemental finisher on the boss.
Ooh.
Pretty neat. Eventually, he's able to stop the boss long enough, and he actually manages to kick the can. But before he gets out of the area, the boss manages to catch the can in midair. Then the boss just kind of pieces out.
Oh, that bum.
All that work for nothing.
At least you got to do something cool, right? Right, guys?
Anyway, they're all taken back to the Desire Grand Prix place, where Sumari explains what happened. Just like, gotta kick it all the way out of the area so the boss can't retrieve it, otherwise the game continues. Like, shit. Buffalo's like, Geets, how did you know about the ninja buckle? The things I know about this game are on a different level. And Kayla just looks at him like, you son of a bitch. You gave me all that false hope so that you knew I would go in and get myself nearly killed so that you could save the day. Freaking asshole. I'm not trusting you again. Fuck you. And then Kayla just passes out.
Is this the year where like is this like anniversary for Kaoto or some shit? Why everybody trying to be Nintendo right now?
Listen.
I don't know.
Listen. Don't ask so many questions, okay? What didn't Axel tell you? Stop asking questions. What's wrong with you?
Yes, but he's not here, and you're farthest thing from him, so I'm good.
Wow, yo, Blaze is getting snippy for such a mascot. Crazy.
Hey, I
got-
would
you
say
got a
because I'm a
big-
mascot, have certain right.
No, because you got a big head and little arms, and you out here really trying me right now. Little T-Rex head, motherfucker. What's up? What's up, Blaze?
Blaze is a Funko Pop now? What?
Well,
have you seen Blaze?
That or an Android. I think I prefer an Android more than
No, you're a
Funko Pop.
Funko Pop now. Just 'cause.
Screw you, man. I'm the freaking mascot and you can't even afford an Android. You have to go for a Funko Pop. How cheap are you, man?
No, because you're cheap parts for a cheap labor.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Anyway.
Sorry.
Next episode. Kay was in the infirmary, I guess, of the lounge, which is just a bed in a room. Not really much of an infirmary, but hey, you take what you get. So he's doing his normal recap thing, and then he gets a call from Sarah. And Sarah's like, Kayla, oh my god, there's a monster attacking the city where I work. Where are you? I need to make sure you're okay. Kayla's just like, wait, what are you doing there? Get out. Just make sure the monster doesn't see you. And there's this one guy his sister is hiding behind like a car. And there's this one guy in the car that like sticks his head out the window to take some pictures with his phone. And the boss just looks at him and just like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? And just launches a projectile at him and immediately just kills this dude. And unfortunately, this dude revealed Sarah's position, so that guy is an asshole.
Wow, body count. Crazy.
Yep.
I ain't even mad.
This show already had a body count. Like, Gimpen died someone died episode 1.
Yeah, but...
Not even Gimpen, like freaking Shiro. Anyway, so then we get the actual episode proper. If my video will work. Thank you.
Yeah.
There's this one great scene. They're preparing to prepare for kicking the can again. Neon has basically just has a can set up in the lounge, and she kicks it. It almost hits Gregory, but it misses. But he barely dodges. He dodges out of the way. It ricochets off the wall to the out. It ricochets twice off the walls and hits Buffa in the back of the head. And then Geets just says like, "Nice."
Geets here, dick. We appreciate it though.
Anyway, Kayla comes storming out of the room, storming out of his little infirmary bed, just like, I gotta go. My sister's in trouble. And they finally get the call because apparently they can't track final bosses as well as other monsters, but everyone suits up and gets ready to go in. And Sumuri looks at Kayla a little bit, just like, you're not exactly in the best shape to go fighting the final boss, you know. Kayla's just like, my sister is in danger right now. I don't give a crap about my own personal well-being. I gotta go.
Actually being main writer material.
And Sumeri is just like, all right. Just consider this my warning. You can't fight the boss head on. You gotta kick the can.
Kayla.
Oh, okay. I was
Kayla,
like,
aka Tycoon, aka our secondary.
I was like, if Geese haven't done these totally, it's just a tender clone.
Well, we're not gonna.
No, Geets, Ace is just chilling in the background, like, don't worry, we got this, bro.
Yeah,
He just has all the confidence.
Yeah, because he knows.
He's completely unconcerned. So anyway, they all get teleported in. They all prepare for the final battle once again. We get a cool triple Henshin. Keiwa's not there because Keiwa immediately ran off to go find his sister, as you would expect him to do so. So he does find his sister and manages to save his sister from a couple mooks. Good job, Keiwa. And his sister is freaking out, like, Keiwa, what the heck is going on? What happened to you? What is that armor? Just like, look, I'll explain everything later. Right now, we gotta go. And as she's getting up, her hand like grazes the tycoon buckle, and she gets some memories back. Ooh. So it turns out their parents did not die in an accident. Their parents were killed by the Jamato. And then the brother and sister just forgot about it. Apparently, Keiwa wasn't even there when this happened, but the sister was. The sister saw her parents get brutally murdered by these monsters in the past. So, goddamn. And let's see what else happened. Oh, so that happens. You get that a little bit. Oh, and then next scene is Buffa beating the shit out of Geets, at least trying to anyway. Because Buffa's sick of Geets winning all the time. Rather than fighting the final boss, Buffa's just like, I don't care who wins so long as it's not you.
Fair enough.
So we get a little fight there. And this, I feel bad for this one guy's car. Because, like, Buffa tries to smash with his chainsaw sword onto Geets. Geets dodges out of the way, and Buffa just leaves like this massive chainsaw gash in this one guy's car. And then Geets lifts Buffa up into the air with some wind jutsu, and then just slams him down on the same car. Just like, goddamn, I feel bad for that guy. Whoever's car that was, I feel bad for you.
We don't cover that at Toku's at insurance agency for Toku.
Nope. Usually it's just explosions.
Yeah.
And then one more thing with Keiwa and his sister. More mooks show up, and Keiwa gets rocked. Kind of let your guard down, Keiwa. And then his sister gets kidnapped. Sucks to be Keiwa. Sucks to be Keiwa. So anyway, Keiwa passes out and wakes back up in the Desire Grand Prix, and he's just like, I gotta go. I gotta get my sister's been kidnapped. I gotta go fight the monsters right now. And Gregory, the little butler dude, is just like, you really are not in a condition to go out and fight right now, dude. Keiwa's just like, I don't give a shit. I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go now.
My fault.
We get a little moment with him where he's just like, so it turns out my parents were killed by the Jamato, and now I want to murder every single one of them. I'm not going to lose any more family to these monsters. So that actually triggers a nerve with Ace, as it were, because the only thing we know so far about Ace is looking for his mom. So we got a lot of familial love in this season, apparently, like last season, but
different.
So anyway, so Keiwa basically goes up to everyone else in the pre and is just like, guys, I really need your help with this. All right, we gotta all work together. Someone distracts it, and then other people can go for the can themselves. Buffa is just like, yeah, no, I'm not helping you, dude. This is a fight. This is a game for a prize, and I'm gonna win. Kay was just like, it's not a game anymore. People are in danger right now. And Buff is just like, I'm not gonna give anyone a better chance to win, bro. And Buffett just walks off. Kay was just like, fine, Buff is out. What about you two? You guys want to help me with my plan? And Neon is actually like, I can't let someone else win either. I'm gonna get what I wish for on my own terms. So Neon it's not like Neon's being a real dick. She's just kind of like trying to stick to her resolve that she had last time. that we got from her little mini arc there. She's kind of like, I got to do this myself. If I'm gonna do it at all, I got to do it myself. That's kind of Neon's whole perspective there. And she gets up and she walks out. And then Ace is kind of like, they're not wrong. No one wants to sacrifice themselves for the rest of the world. And Kayla is like, is that really okay if everyone else is suffering? Everyone else is suffering, and you guys are just going to sit back and watch? And Ace very pointedly asks, why don't you ask yourself that? If your sister was fine, if your sister wasn't currently kidnapped, would you be okay? If you had to sacrifice the world, if it meant you and your sister would be fine?
Interesting.
That kind of stops Kayla for a second. And Geets goes over to him and just like, if you want something, then you gotta fight for it. That's your only choice.
I'm getting some Tendo and Kagami vibe really strong here, man.
There's a bit of that. All right. Final boss monster shows up for the final time in this episode. It's time for the actual final showdown. You got a 4-way Henshin sequence. Pretty badass. Monsters show up. And even though no one else went with his plan, Kayla's still going to go with it. So he henshins, he runs out right into the middle of the open field and starts distracting the final boss. Hey, boss, look over here. Come on, hit me. And so Kayla takes it upon himself to distract the final boss, even if they didn't officially agree to it. That's what Kayla's doing, because Kayla wants sticking to his resolve, as it were. That's what it is. And he gets hit. He starts blowing up. Geets is about to jump in and help him with the ninja buckle. But then something goes wrong. Little hint for later. What is it? Oh, Kayla's Sarah, the sister, is on the big tree that the boss set up and there all the capture people are. She's screaming for her brother, Kayla! And Kayla's just like, don't worry about me. I'm not gonna fall until I help everybody. He's just like, goddamn. Kid's got guts. Final boss, the boss releases a final attack at Kayla. And Kayla explodes. Oh my god, Kayla's dead now. Surprise, it's just a log. Dun dun. So like midway through the explosion, we get this amazing Henshin sequence. Turns out the ninja buckle was just like, Geets, fuck you. I like that guy over there. The guy who's about to die, so see ya. And the ninja buckle literally just flew away from Geets over to Tycoon. Because screw that. The little explanation we get is like, the ninja buckle resonated with Tycoon. The way of the shinobi is to accomplish your mission even if you have to sacrifice yourself. And that's why Tycoon gets ninja powers. It's actually a pretty great like Henshin moment, as it were. Yeah. Like it makes sense with the whole power up.
That's a callback, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we get a really awesome sequence where Tycoon takes on the final boss solo for a little bit with his ninja powers. Even goes into Boost Ninja as well. It's freaking great. I love the Boost Ninja Henshin because the boost like a break goes like through the roof and he like jumps up into the boost parts, like jumping through the roof. Pretty great. Get that, we get a scene of like Tycoon running along the giant monster's arm, just cutting all the spines because it's like a cactus space monster. Does that, gets an awesome freaking kick on the big old tree. Tree's destroyed, people are saved. They're just slowly floating down. Thankfully, I don't know what is causing them to just float gently down, but it's better than just falling to their death. Unlike Tycoon is just free falling now. So Tycoon gets wrecked. Thankfully, now the boss is finally distracted enough that the rest of the writers run in to finally kick the can. Buffa actually gets there first, but Geets' kick is so strong that it not only kicks the can, it also kicks Buffa into across the field. I love the scene. The boss is about to grab it in midair like it did last time, but then Nago just jumps up from out of nowhere and redirects the can away from the final boss. So really, Nago saved the day. All the stuff Kayla did was good and all, but really it was Nago who won the day in this case. So they finally beat the boss. Kayla is staggering back to the rest of the group, just like clearly beaten up, probably has a bunch of broken bones. And he's just like, man, that final boss was way too hard, guys. And he collapses on the floor. His sister comes and meets him just like, Kayla, you really shouldn't do that. Just like, it's okay, so long as you're safe. Just like, the sister is just like, you're an awesome adult now, just like your kid self said. It's like, oh, nice, sweet moment. And then Samuri comes in and is just like, Kayla, it is way too risky now for you to be a rider. You are far too injured at this point. So, unfortunately, you have been eliminated.
Hold on, Frank. Blaze, where you at? Take over.
So, Kayla gets eliminated. Kayla just...
What do you want to do?
I actually have to run. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Later, Frag.
That's alright, Frank. I do apologize, but bruh.
No, you're good.
Alright.
It's all good.
We catch y'all later.
Bye.
Alright,
Anyway.
let's finish up.
Samuri is like, Kayla, you've been eliminated because you're way too injured. Kayla's just like, so I just get to go back to my normal life right now, right? Yep. That's good. At least I'm not dead.
Yeah.
He's gonna be with my sister still. And Geets kind of walks up to him and just, no, Kayla like call Geets over and just like, here, you can have the ninja buckle back. Really helped me save my sister there. And Ace is just like, you saved her, dude. It's your undying heart. That's not like you to say something like that, Ace. Or are you lying again? Ace is just like, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, only he knows.
And with that, Kayla is just like, saving the world really isn't easy. As easy as I thought it would be. And then with that, Kayla is officially retired from this round of the Grand Prix. Kayla disappears.
For now, at least he's not dead.
He's almost dead, but he's not completely dead.
Yeah, he'll be back next time after he recovers a bit.
Probably. Anyway, Sumerian picks up the belt just like, he's no longer qualified to be Kamen Rider. Hopefully that's not permanently no longer qualified, because goddamn. And then the last little bit of the episode is just like, Ace goes over to his sister and just like, leave the rest to me. Tycoon, I'm going to end this world with my own hands. As in, win the Grand Prix and get his wish. So, that's the end of the two-parter. I really like that two-parter. Like, I love Kayla as a character. I'm sad he's out of the running for this Grand Prix, but oh well. He did good. Like, I love that two-parter there. Get a lot of mystery. We get some explanations. A lot of setup for future stuff, and it's all really good. I love Ninja Buckle. Ninja Buckle's cool. Cool as all hell. Can't wait to see Kayla use it, like, full time. So.
Wait for him to come back. It's going to be great. I was about to step out for a minute. But, hey. I was gonna make a comeback before the show ended. But, honestly, Geets is really entertaining.
Yeah, no, I think that two-parter is as kind of cemented, because like before I was like, okay, Geets is going along, but nothing was really grabbing me before.
Mm-hmm.
Now Geets Geets has a hook in me. Now I'm like, oh, okay, now you got someone here, Geets.
Oh, yeah, like 0-1 out here. We got a compelling secondary. That's crazy, right?
Oh, 100%. What I'm kind of hoping a little bit. I don't know if they'll actually do this, but Kayla is out right now. I'm kind of hoping Sarah, the sister, takes over as Tycoon a little bit. I don't know how that would work, but I think it'd be cool if she like stepped up for like one of the future Grand Prix rounds if Kay was not available for whatever reason.
Right. And that'd be interesting to say the least. But I don't know if they'll do that. He'll probably come back though once they start the.
I'm sure Kayla himself will come back. I'm just saying. I mean, in the meantime, we have a slot open.
Yeah,
So
that's true. We'll see how it goes because maybe we'll get like, hey, someone's got to win this round, then the next round starts, everybody comes back. Who knows?
yeah, well, spoilers for episode 9. Episode 9 is the last episode of this round of this Grand Prix. So,
Okay.
and we know episode after that also has Buffa and Nago. So they immediately come back.
That's fair.
Not sure about Kayla though. We didn't see Kayla in the preview for next episode yet, so
They'll probably let
he's still
first and come back because it's like, hey,
yeah, he's probably still wrecked. Like that man has some broken bones.
yeah,
At least.
Let him recover first, then he'll be right back. I feel that. All right. Well, that wraps up superhero time.
Woohoo!
Believe.
Silver, if you show up now, so help me God.
Yeah, we gotta try to end it early. Honestly, I like saving superhero time for last. I like that.
No, it's fine. I'm okay with it. It gives us a lot of time to talk about it.
Yeah, that's why
So.
I saved it for last. I'm like, might as well get, instead of trying to like throw in a little discussion before superhero time, well after superhero time, and rush it out. Now we can dedicate some time to the recap. But anyways, time for the closing remarks for this session of Henshin Academy, the Writers of the Grid podcast episode. I don't remember. I'm so sorry. There's gonna be a mass upload for the rest of the episodes. I've just been trying to save them first because Twitch doesn't like me.
Yeah, we know that. We know that very well.
I'm so sorry because we put in a lot of hard work in this podcast, especially Jukebox over here. That's my man.
Someone's got to keep us on track at least a little bit.
Appreciate that, announcer.
Wow. Okay. Look.
Well, good to know Blaze appreciates me, not Echo for whatever reason.
Right? It's crazy. It's because he's a Funko Pop. But yeah, that was another good episode. Any closing remarks?
No, I don't have a parody ready to go, so nope.
Not a parody. Oh.
Look, we all remember, like, I remember episode 4. Like that whole episode, I was waiting, like, I was waiting till the end. I was like, just gonna wait. And then you said it was like closing remarks, and I was like, "Oh, is it time for closing remarks?" And I was like, "You were like, you were like, yep." And then Frag realized what I was about to do right before, and he's like, "No, don't let him start." And I started anyways.
Oh, this podcast is great. Appreciate everybody who stopped in. Oh man, because I'm gonna let you know right now, there's going to be a combat lesson thanks to X8. Because when we were watching it, it was the Taiga episode. I'll just let you know that where he first.
Which one? There's
where he first
debuts.
Like
the first debut with Taiga. Okay.
Yeah, so we get the fight scene in the hospital, or I think it's the abandoned hospital. So we get that, and I'm like, okay, because like I'm looking at a lot of scenes from an actual combat perspective. I'm like, huh. Sakamoto be in his bag. I can't deny that. And I learned a little.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about like actual martial arts, so I have no idea what they're doing. I just know it looks cool.
Right? So I'm like, when it's broken down to you, like, oh really? And, oh, it's interesting. So like, a little bit of behind the martial arts joint is dope too. I'm still trying to get my homie on here, Jim, because he actually did some stunt work. So I want to hear like his opinions on the stunt work behind Tokusatsu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
he did some training over in Japan. So I'm like, when schedules align, I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen. But until then, you know, Tokusatsu, it's for everybody. Everybody gets to enjoy Henshin Heroes.
Yep.
Ugh. So it's like,
Even if you don't think there's so many options. There's probably something you'll enjoy.
yeah, it's a Henshin hero for everybody. I'm starting
Mm-hmm.
to get more into the Korean Toku because like they look cool. So I'll see how that goes. Oh, it's gonna be fun. But yeah. Anyway, I appreciate all.
I need more time to watch things.
I'm saying because like work takes my time. And, like
I know that I have like a 40 hours a week, just like everybody else, and I
yeah,
was like,
man. Like
ah,
see jukebox gets it at 40 hours a week, and then you're tired and you don't want to do nothing.
yep.
I get it. So it's like we're getting it. But nah, again, I appreciate everybody here. Jukebox coming through with the announcements and the superhero time recap. Somebody
Mm-hmm.
gotta do it. I'm just here for the reviews and to host. Reviews are fun because I like getting everybody's thoughts on things.
I do like when a season ends and we get the big review at the end there. I like those episodes.
Oh yeah, because then it's like,
Those
again.
are always fun to like go back and listen to.
Oh god, hopefully there's no more fighting. There's never not gonna be fighting. But hey, it's all love on this podcast.
It's destiny apparently, since we have completely different opinions about shows. I don't know how that keeps happening, but it just happens.
I don't know either. But you know what? Different opinions are fine.
You know
'Cause
what?
you
Maybe
gotta
Geets.
respect.
Maybe Geets will be the one.
Not
Geets or John Bros. One of those will be the one that breaks the
the
curse.
yeah, the solidify the greatness that is. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Now I know what I want to say. Silver's the kaiju guy. That's what he was for. Talk about good
All
monsters.
right.
Yeah, that's what he was for.
Sure.
Nah,
Let's go.
Silver, you're missed, buddy. So again, shout outs to
Mm.
all the fellow staff at the Henshin Academy. Y'all better get ready to get some motherfucking sleep. I'm sick of this. Can't be wandering around the school at night. The Funko Pop? You think the Funko Pop's gonna care? No, he's gonna let you do what you want. Frag's old. He can't chase you down like
All
that.
right, Funko Pop out.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew he was leaving.
Night.
Yeah, appreciate you, Blaze.
See you later, Blaze.
Yeah, that wraps things up. Can't wait for next week. Next week's schedule, pretty much the same. We got news and announcements. You got your Toku
Yep.
recommendation, the song of the week. May or may not have a guest discussion. It depends. Kind of like
Sure.
I like getting viewpoints from like Toku
Yeah, no,
fans.
it's nice when you have more people on the podcast to talk about more stuff.
Oh yeah, no, like
And this was a surprisingly short episode. We're not even at 2 hours yet. So
no, everything worked out nicely. Everybody got their little section. Worked out
yeah.
nicely. That and I was gone for a pretty long time. That was my fault. My fault. It's a good
Hey,
discussion.
it's fine. We just started late. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, good discussions all around. That's what I love. Discussing Toku with like-minded individuals. We talk about some of the cool stuff that gets announced because, again, the Kamen Rider Black DVD.
No idea how Discotech managed to do that still,
I'm
but
saying,
you know what? Good on them. Good on them.
So Toei, I know you're listening. Dunn got his fan fictions. I want my writer game. I want
You're never gonna
Naruto.
let that go.
No, because it's so cool and it upsets me. I want cool things to do, dude. Like, excuse how Ryuki 01. You know what? I want. I said 01. I meant.
Well, you know what? If Outsider is all about recruiting evil writers, I mean, Gold Drive, right?
Oh no.
Okay, no, never mind.
No, we don't want him back. He's a terrible dad. What? You know what? That may be a thing.
I think he wins the category. Oh, you know what? For next Father's Day, we should, not best Toku dad. We should try to figure out the worst Toku dad.
Toku dad. We got Belly.
Because like best Toku dad is obviously like Buster, but worst Toku dad, that's some competition. That's a competition right there.
Stream, he's a good Toku dad. He's a good Toku dad.
Who?
Well, okay, so he tries to be a good Toku dad. The stream.
Oh, the stream. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a good Toku dad.
Yeah. Anyone's better than head on a stick, Belial.
That's not much competition. Like good Toku dads, we have like Buster, the stream, and that's
Toku dad. And then his son died.
Godzilla. All right.
Okay. No.
That's pretty much it.
That was Destroyer's fault. Destroyer is evil.
But worst Toku dads, we got Gold Drive, we got. I don't think is that really being a dad? I mean he did Evil did impregnate the mom, so like I don't know.
An absentee dad.
Like if we want to talk about like Build's dad is actually a character in that show. He's a pretty shit dad.
That is true. He's a pretty bad dad. I don't know where my head went at for you know what? Kronos is a bad Toku. We'll get to that. Don't worry. It's gonna happen. Anyway, schedule for next week. Like I said, we got some more news and announcements. The Toku recommendation by our favorite old man. Be sure to tune into him. I know he's got to run. Hopefully everything's okay with Frag. I'll message him afterwards. We got our song of the week. May or may not have a guest discussion. It depends on schedules. But we'll talk about another good Henshin sequence by me. So that's for sure.
Yep.
Get our superhero time and may or may not get another discussion and we'll see how that goes. Appreciate y'all. Get some sleep.
We'll see.
Go back to your dorm.
Oh, and almost forgot. Happy Halloween tomorrow, everybody.
Yeah.
Woo.
Make sure
spooky time.
Make sure when you cosplay as a Kamen Rider, don't get caught up by Shocker. You may get in trouble. We don't want And if you see any mooks around, just remember those could be normal people in costume. Don't go. So we'll catch y'all next time. No sneaking out of your dorms. Be ready for next class. See y'all next time.
See you later.